What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Hulk issue number 12. After traveling far into the deep reaches of space, Starship Hulk came across a planet coded in Gamma with a population of Hulks. Their leader, known as Monolith, she promised Hulk a place that he could finally call home. A civilization full of creatures who understand him, that would never cower in fear at his strength. The fact that these inhabitants also worship the Hulk as a god, that doesn't hurt either. Once Hulk proved his might in a rousing game of Godball, even the most skeptical of the planet's inhabitants have now accepted him. The only problem with all of this: Bruce Banner has a deep, dark secret. There is an entity living within inside of him. There is a monster that is brewing and waiting to get out. Titan is knocking at the door. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you like this video. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we are picking up with the Hulk. Bruce Banner thinking that he could live here, or at the very least this could be a vacation spot. If he's being honest with himself, this is the happiest he has been in a very long time. Smiling, happy amongst beings like himself. But maybe he's just ignoring his deeper problems. That this may all be his own delusion. But at the end of the day, he wants to hold on to it for as long as he can. With Monolith coming up to him, the two of them have a conversation. She lets him know that he belongs here with all of his people. That he doesn't need to hide anymore. That he can let the Bruce side of him go. That he is the Hulk. She is asking for him to become his true self and be their ruler. Bruce cuts her off, saying that he appreciates everything that she is saying, but there seems to be some confusion because Bruce is his true self. What he is more complicated than she could understand. Also letting her know that there is no point in discussing this any further. As we pick up inside of his mind palace, he tells his other manifestations, his Lieutenant Bruce and Admiral Bruce, that he will be back in an hour because he is about to go do his therapy with Samson. Not wanting to mess around, Bruce gets right down to it, letting Samson know that he truly does like it here. But he's also not a dummy. He realizes that it could hit the fan at any moment. That this thing is still there. The thing known as Titan. Waiting in the corners of his mind. He can feel it looming. He can feel it growing. It is sitting there just waiting to resurface. And Bruce has no idea how he can contain it. That if he is able to come out, it would all be over. He wouldn't be able to stay here, even though he very much wants to. He doesn't know how to fix this. This is when Samson says, have you thought of an alternative? Has he considered dismantling the Mind Palace, going back to normal? While this is all ongoing, we are also getting glimpses of Hulk down in the engine room. Titan is there taunting him, letting Hulk know that he belongs to Titan. His body, his mind, and soon enough, his world. But Bruce says that he finally has what he wants. Control of his body, control of himself, control of everything. But Samson does ask, are you actually in control? Letting him know that past trauma can come back in waves. Sometimes years later, it can become all-consuming. It could be a sign that he is ready to heal on a deeper level. This might be the strongest that he has ever been. Right now, he is finally strong enough to be vulnerable. As he sits here in this therapy, Bruce sees his father. Not understanding what is going on, but allowing Samson to walk around with him because he wants to go investigate this and see what it is. As they go through the hallways of the Mind Palace, Samson telling him to go and confront this. As they get into the control center, we can see all the Bruce manifestations. They have been murdered. There is blood everywhere. This is when he tells Samson that he has to leave right now. that Titan is here. He is messing with Bruce. He is coming. He is trying to gain control. Bruce refusing to let this happen. He is refusing to let these people on this planet be in danger. This is when there is a knock at the door. Monolith asking to speak with him. Samson is trying to tell Bruce to stop, to get to a safe place. Make sure Titan doesn't emerge. Remember that this is your brain, that you are in control. But Bruce ends the program. When Hulk doesn't answer, Monolith breaks down the door, asking where he is going, that he cannot leave, that he is in danger. He says that he has to leave, that there is something inside of him, something that he doesn't want to hurt anybody. Apologizing for not saying this sooner, that he thought he had it under control, but something is happening in his mind. This is when Monolith says that she knows. She knows that there is a nuclear device implanted in his mind, asking who did this to him, that they can find them, they can destroy them for doing this. But Bruce lets it be known that that's not what he's talking about. The device is implanted in his mind. That is his last gift to Hulk. When Bruce inevitably dies, Hulk will live on forever, tormenting any soul that he comes across. The nuclear explosion is one final chance, one final attempt for them to die together, hoping maybe, just maybe, by detonating this nuclear bomb and sending Hulk into tiny pieces in all directions, this might actually be the end of him. As Hulk goes to take off, Monolith lets Pave and Brutal know that they can't let him go, that he has gone mad and they must apprehend him. Pave grabbing hold of him and apologizing, saying that he is doing this for the good of their people. The engine room begins to open up. On the outside, Bruce is begging. He is begging for them to stop as they rip all of the technology off of his body. The engine room doors fully opening and we see Titan. On the outside, Bruce is screaming for them to stop, that he is here. Titan is here and it is already too late. Monolith believes that she is just freeing Hulk of his Bruce infection, that he needs to go along with all of the other modifications. They believe that they are saving Hulk. He tries to tell them Titan will destroy everything, that he must leave and go as far away as he can until he can fix this. But Monolith is not listening. That is what takes us to the Strange Academy in New Orleans. Doctor Strange making his return within the pages of Strange, and a Doctor Strange issue number 1 coming out next month. But we have Doc Samson, who is getting in communication with Doctor Strange. What we learn is that Samson was actually in communication with Bruce this whole time, while everyone believed that he was dead, that he died on Asgard. Samson has been his therapist this entire time, using frequencies to be able to come in and do their hourly session. But now he fears that there is something very wrong. Right now, he needs their help. That is what takes us to the control room. We see Bruce's father going and sitting on the control seat. Finally, all is his. Titan has taken over control. On the outside, Bruce has stopped moving. And so Monolith and everybody are working to take off all this technology, with Bruce now stuck in the engine room, believing that he is all alone. That is where we see Hulk letting him know that that is not the case, with Titan turning it up to stage 1. Bruce lets Hulk know to stop, to not fight. On the outside, Hulk is just wrecking everything. Nothing is stopping him, nothing is slowing him down. From going into a comatose state to now just punching everybody in the face. Bruce lets Hulk know to stop fighting, that any fighting they do here in the engine room, it fuels Titan, asking Hulk to come sit down, to trust him. They need to close their eyes and just breathe. While Hulk says that this is stupid, Bruce says these waves do not crash on me. They break on me because I am strong. He says this mantra over and over again. Titan being furious because he wants his power. So he clicks it up to stage 3. And still, Hulk and Bruce, they remain sitting. Nothing is attacking them. Nothing is being able to get close to hitting them. As they take away the power from Titan, we are taken to the Stark lab. Tony converted the dead Celestial he was storing here into the latest Hulk Buster armor. Thankfully, he left behind the part of it that powered the portal. They are going to need this in order to reach Hulk. With Doctor Strange using his magic, they should be able to open it up. But he needs to learn exactly what is going on. This is where Doc Samson, he drops everything on us, saying that there is a program constructed in his mind where they are linked through certain frequencies no matter where he goes on his travels. He thinks ever since he broke his mind into pieces, ever since he created this mind palace, it opened up some traumas in ways he never experienced before. That is why he hired a therapist, a psychiatrist, to keep him sane throughout all of this, but so far it has only been going downhill. And then there is the entity lurking inside of him, taking over, taking all control. Samson has been asking for a while to find out who helped him construct all of these mind alterations so that they could get it reversed, but he refused to share this information. And then he received a pre-written SOS message that got sent out when all of this went down, with Samson letting us know that Doctor Strange is said to be the one that helped him create the Mind Palace, to help him stay in control of the Hulk and himself. But he says he thinks this experiment has backfired, that he needs to dismantle the Mind Palace and bring them back wherever this is, bring them back to whatever normality he had before. This is when Doctor Strange says that he had nothing to do with this. He had heard from a source that magic had been used on Bruce, something unknown, something ancient and powerful, but he will see what he can do. Right now, he just needs answers. Picking back up with Bruce, currently calmed down, because Hulk and Banner, they're not allowing him to have any power. They continue the extractions. Titan gets even more furious. He cranks it all the way to stage 9. They got a little bit of everything that is attacking them, and they hold steady. As they hold out, this is where Titan decides to crank it as far as it can go. He breaks it straight off of the mechanism. We don't even know what stage this is, but it appears that Hulk is going nuclear, with a giant blinding light coming out of his eyes and his mouth. A giant explosion above this city. That will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is what we have all been waiting for. We have been waiting for Titan to make his return, and now he is back. He is back with a vengeance, and we have seen him turn up the engine room to its highest capacity, breaking it straight off of the mechanism, which means there is no turning the throttle down. Did he make the nuclear bomb go off inside of Hulk's head? Or are we seeing him just absolutely cut loose? My concern is that Monolith pave all of the Hulks that we have been introduced to and that we are really starting to like. This might be the end of them. This might be the end of this Hulk planet, with Doc Samson and Doctor Strange trying to make their way there so they can save him before it is too late. It seems that it might already be too late, but I'm hoping that this is a planet of Hulks and that they can survive the blast that just came out. In the next issue, we have Titan's takeover. The highly likely possibility that Titan is now in control, that Bruce and Hulk have fallen, and there is only Titan. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with Starship Hulk. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.